We're live. Good morning, guys. Sometimes you can't tell right when it starts. It's VapeAM. Welcome to the show, the best HD, high-def, live YouTube show that there is. There aren't a lot of high-def live YouTube shows. Mine's one. Every Tuesday and Thursday, we get up, we vape. You guys get to be in the studio with me while I do studio stuff. It's Orbital Vaping Headquarters. I'm Juicy. And you guys are great. Thanks, everyone, for coming. I'm sorry if it's early and stuff, and I don't get up easily, and so this morning show is a morning show. I'm looking at chat right now, and I love looking at chat because every time I come here, people are always busy doing stuff. Hey, Phil Vapes is here. I haven't seen you in a while. Hi, Phil. And Leaf of Vapes always comes. WTF Vapors at Skeletor. We'll be talking to him later. Vaping for Beginners, Brian, thanks so much. And you guys always know that if I miss you, I'm so sorry. I love you still. I just can't read every name. And there's Brett. Hi, Brett. Hope the truck's doing well. Brandy. Hello, girl. Yeah, you were up late, Brandy, with your cool posting on Instagram. And more Phil. And I'll have to catch up with Chad. Hey, JNet1790. And yeah, that's so killer. Everybody is just chatting and saying hi. I know you guys are right. Where are you at? It's 9:10. You know what I was doing? I was trying to post to Instagram. It's actually a lot slower than you think. They need to refine and speed up that process. So I hope everybody's doing pretty well. I'm doing pretty well. Today we're going to clean up the studio because my desk is a mess, and we're going to call some friends. We made a new friend this week. Hey, somebody's clock is screwed up. That's awesome. That's so awesome. That cracks me up. I know exactly why that does that, but I just keep on forgetting to fix it, and it's really funny to me. Anyway, there it is, matey. Boom, clock is back. Easy, no problem. So we made a new friend this week, Thomas Pavlou, during our HohmWrecker G2 challenge, and that started, by the way. And it's going pretty well. We've got it working, intermittently. I can't get it to work every time, but right now I haven't used a lot of factory coils. But I just want to report to you guys that the G2 challenge is going well. We're not discouraged or anything. Thomas Pavlou is helping. He's got his video up. Luke and I are working on getting all our minds together. And we're going to take our time to try to get this right. And we're going to be critical, and we may or may not end up loving this stuff, but we're doing our due diligence, and we want to thank HomeTech for coming on the show and making us interested in this. And in the interim, I will actually vape something. I haven't had a vape today. Have you had a vape this morning? Because if you hadn't, it's time, my friends. I think I'm going to grab my haze dripper and my coffee. Very important. Oh, that is so good. Okay, let me get back to chat so I can talk to you guys while I have my vape. I'm so sorry. Boom. Hey, buddy. Mr. Cobrafire, so great to see you. Love you. Joe Frazier, Mike Pavia, what up, dog? And there's Mitchell Rivera and everybody, all the regulars. I love you guys. You guys are great. And everybody who's new, that's great. I want to remind everybody, like and subscribe to our show and use these things. Send your friends links. Ask them to tune in. The only thing keeping us from being a mega show is just that you guys are the first people to discover this incredible thing that we're doing. And my exposure is a little dark, isn't it? Whatever. You look dark, Juicy. Dark, Juicy. That looks too high. A little bit of gain. Hey, that's better. Looking good. Okay. All right. What am I vaping on? This I'm busted. This is Gem 2 again. I know that every time I pick up an atomizer, it has Gem 2 in it, but that's how I kind of rotate them around. I keep on having it follow me, so that's a good sign, by the way. So I've got Gem 2, half ohm, alien fused coil, Clapton on my haze tank, which has great flavor. I ordered an avocado. So all of you nerds out there who follow me know that I love these little origin-y looking tanks. And so I've got the Fody, I've got the haze. I ordered the avocado, which my friend Mike in San Diego already ordered. Mike was guest number 2 on Vaping Dawn to Dusk. And he's in the archives. And he ordered his own avocado. I'm so fucking proud of that guy. He calls me one day and he's like, oh, I bought a build kit from Coilmaster, and I'm gonna start building my own RTA. And he got a Heracles Plus, and then he found just building on it fussy. So he was like, eh. And he saw this and went and bought a avocado, and he loves it. He carries it around. He's wicking it right, and it's not leaking. It's awesome. And he's got a cuboid too, and his cuboid and his avocado look great. And just love that guy. I'm so glad he's so industrious in his school. So Mike, shout out to you. You're awesome. And hey, Michaela, good morning, girl. And who is there? There's Joe Frazier. Hey, there's Kyle. Kyle said he missed his Tuesday because he was busy at work. Hey, James Reeves. James Reeves is one of our friends of the show. Love that guy. You guys are awesome. So I'm always happy to see all you guys. And I want to thank all you guys for breaking off your morning and coming over here and opening up a browser or whatever. Tell everybody at work who vapes to watch my show. So I wish I could just follow in the... Oh my God, you blew a tire. It took 8 hours to fix. Man, isn't that just how shit happens? I'm so sorry for you. Hey, let me shut the door. My girlfriend. See? Okay. There we go. That way she'll be happy. So one of the things I want to do is just tidy up the office. And I know that sounds silly, but VapeAM is the behind-the-scenes show here at Orbital Vaping headquarters, so you guys get to see it. We took out the trash yesterday. I have a locking trash can that I bought at the grocery store. At Target. And it has a little clip-on locking lid. It's super cheap. It was like $9. And that's what I do with all my stuff. We have a dog. And I don't know if you guys have dogs or not, but a lot of times they dig in trash cans and stuff, or kids, and this just keeps them out. Who else came in there? Hey, this Kenny Fry. That's awesome. That's cool. Yeah, I hope you guys are having a great day. So if you guys didn't know, I ordered my Goon RDA, and I am going to fucking get that in the mail whenever they send them. I actually have no idea. I ordered it in copper. I should have ordered stainless steel. I don't care. It'll just be orange. It'll just be green for its whole life. And I'm really excited. And I need to send an email to Sneed. He and I made an arrangement for him to send me some coils, and I'm going to try actually to get him to send me some super low coils too, because just to see, that as an experiment, the HohmWrecker will fire, they say, down to 0.007. That's 0.007 on the HohmWrecker. So I haven't tried that, but we're sure as hell going to. Yeah, that's exactly right. So that's been really cool though, working with the HohmWrecker. My first impressions of it are pretty good, and one of the things I got to say about this box is that it seems like people are forgetting one simple thing, and that is that everything about this box works great. And I can't verify, except for the TC on the Kanthal and Nichrome, just because I haven't tested it well enough to know. I can't quite get it to dial in yet, but I know that it will, or I hope that it will. But every other thing on the box, every other thing about this is excellent, like really good. I've got nitpicks, little things, but honestly, overall, this is a high quality, good box. The very worst thing you could say about this box is that it's a slightly expensive, very good 2-battery mod that does everything. So, we're going to verify whether the Kanthal TC works or not. That's what we're doing. But I can tell you that everything else works fantastic. And a lot of people don't realize that, is that this box isn't only for Kanthal TC. This box does everything. So, just a reminder to all you badasses out there, all you awesome people in Orbital Vaping headquarters land. So Vape King, yeah, that would be great actually. That Goon RDA, I'm sure you're familiar with it. We can talk about it offline. It's got just the 2 blocks and then the pins, and you have a limited amount of space in between, but that's all it is. You can have as much vertical as you want, and you just screw those blocks down. So I saw one guy put in 2 like Claptons here and Claptons here, and the thing came out to like 0.00, like 0.04 or something, or no, like 0.02 or something, which is so awesome. So that's cool. And oh, Brandy, you got your Velocity Mini. I thought we were doing this tomorrow. So let me just say, I read in chat, and Brandy, Hollow Angel, she ordered her Velocity Mini, and we kind of talked about this the other day, but I'm going to order one too. I got the avocado on order. Oh, wait a second. That's what I said I was going to do, is order I actually can't remember what we talked about. I know you're ordering the Velocity, and I think I said I wanted to order another Velocity, but I ended up ordering the avocado. That's what happened. There. Memory back. That's awesome. Oh, so Owen Ginter says that he also ordered a Velocity Mini yesterday, and oh my God, on the freaking Noisy Cricket, it's going to be really cool. He has a Noisy Cricket, and it's going to look badass. Also, if you guys don't follow me and everybody else on Instagram, do that, because we have groups, Facebook groups, Juicy Jones. This is really fun, and this is where we all do community stuff. And then Instagram / Juicy Jones HQ. Go over there and follow me there too. Although this week I have not been able to post very much because I've had a job and I've done 2 shows and some other stuff. So I apologize to my Instagram fans for not doing too much this week. I've been busy, but it's been pretty cool. I'm not doing a very good job cleaning up my studio. Am I? If you guys are interested, I told you already that I got my Craft Vapery box in the mail, and very high quality presentation. And these are the guys. I guess I remember I already told you this the other day, but this is pretty cool. It's going to get set over here to the side. More juices set to the side. Oh, they're wonderful. And let me ask you guys something. I have a question for you. My idea. Okay, Brian. Brian is saying that he'll give me some coils to run on that guy too, and that'd be great. Yeah, the lower the better, because I'm the only person I know who's going to get one of those things and has a G2 to test low builds. So we can talk about it offline. We'll have to do a little math about ohmage and size and wraps and stuff, because I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do. Okay, but still, that's cool. So my idea is that I'm going to start doing reviews again, and I think I may start doing them on Wednesday mornings live. And my concept is that I'm going to start doing it. I have to start doing it, and then I'll do a little Q&A afterwards, and then those will just go into the can. And it won't be VapeAM, it'll be just a review. And I don't have everything set up right for that. Hey, what's up, Rashid? I'm just saying hello to Rashid. He just came in. Hi. And I just posted stuff to a bunch of social media things, and so there. And actually, you know, maybe you guys can give me some advice. I posted stuff to the social media, and I guess I should do it probably kind of earlier. But I have 3 shows, and it feels like I'm filling up my social media. Hey, J1790 Vapes. Vape King. Oh, I'm sorry, not Vape King, but Vaping for Beginners. He has a question. Anyone tried Humble Juice? He got 2 bottles. They have a BOGO sale, 2 for $24.99. So check out the Humble Juice. I haven't tried it, but I did notice that sale. So what's up, J1790? He said, hey, Juicy twice. Or are you just saying hi? If you're just saying hi, hi. So Brett had to buy a rouleau so he could put his Delpo in the shop. Well, you know, that's a good backup, actually. And Vape Ross Vape says that the iStick 100 and 120 mil of juice from Yeti Vapes was $50. And you know what? I just ordered something from Yeti Vapes yesterday. What was it? You guys don't know. I can't remember. But I just ordered something from Yeti Vapes yesterday, and I can't remember what it was. Oh my God! Yeti Vapes has a flash sale. If you go to Yeti Vapes, they have a flash sale on the Cubus tank, the one that matches the Cuboid. $15. I bought one. So mental note, everybody. Oh, Rashid. Oh my God, Rashid is submitting his PhD thesis tomorrow. Buddy, you were busy. I'm proud of you. That's a huge achievement. I know that I don't have a PhD, but I do know how much work that is. Good for you, buddy. Can't wait to hear more about that. So, and there's Sean Taft, my buddy. So, you know, I love all you guys. Happy to see everybody. Soon here when they get to work, we'll see other people show up. Luke, Polish Vapes UK will get up. I'm going to give a call to Skeletor and to a few other people today and see what's going on. Oh, excuse me. I can't call Skeletor. He just sent me a note saying, sorry, bud, I'm too busy this morning, which is fine. No big deal. We're casual here. We're all casual. I'll tell you what, though, I'm going to call somebody. I think I know who it is. Anyway, we're going to get some friends on. If you're just tuning in, this is VapeAM, the best fucking HD vape show there ever was. And I need to put a big thing across here that says H fucking D, because this is not 720p, it's 1080p. Streamed to you right out of my house through my computer and all my cameras. Yeah, that's killer. So you guys have to forgive me a little bit because I'm just waking up too. I mean, you know, I just roll out of bed, walk the dog, make a pot of coffee, and then I click that broadcast button. So if I seem unprepared or weird, that's because this show is candid and because we wake up and we just vape together. That was it. So Vape King. Oh, J1790 Vapes asks, is the Kanger subbox kit any good? And the universal answer is yes. None of us think probably anymore. I don't want to talk for anybody else. I want to talk for myself. I love the Kanger subbox kit. I bought one. It changed my life. Kanger changed the world with that kit. It isn't the best kit anymore, but so what? You can't go wrong. If you're interested in that, get it. Get the Nano. Get that one. It's fine. If you're interested in that, it's totally fine. There are other kits, there's other things I could recommend. I honestly think the eVic VTC Mini is a better mod, but this kit comes with a worse tank. And so I'll give you a little summary of the Kanger kit versus the eVic VTC Mini. And this is kind of an interesting comparison. If I'm lucky and I find my Kanger, because I never use it, I literally never use it, so God knows where it is. Oh, here it is, right here, lol. If I take this guy and put a battery in it, and there's a battery in the eVic already. This is so easy, this comparison. Forgive my dog barking, she just decides that there's people outside, it's time to bark. So, check this out. This is because I broke it. And in fact, J1790, I have a review on my channel of this that's in depth. And I go into it, and of course I recommend it. And it's funny too, because I broke this. I dropped it. Can you see all of the insane damage I've done to this little baby? And it's not focusing, of course, because that's the justice of cameras. So, look at the freaking wear. This thing is jacked. But works like a charm. This thing, not a damn thing wrong with that. It's a weak 50 watts. It's not full 50 watts. I didn't know that when I bought it. Who cares? It's just a number. This is a great mod. It's small, fits in your hand. I broke this, and so I bought a $7 replacement cap off, like Fast Tech or whatever, and this is made of polycarbonate. Whatever. I've got the factory Clapton coil in it. I swear by these. This will change your life. Here's the quick summary. The eVic comes with a great mod, capital G, best-in-class single battery mod, and a lame tank. The Kanger comes with a mediocre mod and a great tank. The Subtank Mini is a great tank, and it's very versatile, has tons of factory coils. You can buy this stuff everywhere. Even if you don't like the Subtank Mini, it's still, you can get it everywhere. And virtually everyone has one and has other sub-ohm tanks too. The Crown is better, but if you're interested in this kit, let me just check out boy, you guys chat faster than I can even talk. That's awesome. Hey, who else came in? I noticed that someone's mentioning William. Yeah, here we go. So let's make a surprise phone call to somebody cool. You guys should know that I don't know anybody cool, but sometimes they agree to come on the show. Oh, I don't have my keyboard. Lol. Let's type in a name. Oh, I know. Oh, somebody is not online. What? What? Call failed. Call failed. I was trying to call you, James. Maybe you can come online. If you come online, I'll give you a ring. I should have warned you. Hey, James, I'm calling you. So, let me take a vape, look at chat, and we'll keep cleaning the office up. There's Sean Taft. That's fucked up, Brandy. What are you guys talking about with Brandy? Oh, it looks like Hollow Angel says that she had an issue last night. Rewicked her Doge. She put the screws on. You said atomizer short. Yeah, you know what's adjust the 510 for sure, because that atomizer short means that you got a connection problem, and fuck only knows. It's totally annoying. Hey, Flavor Hunter. Hi, Blaine. Yeah, no idea. It's hard to say. Yeah. Okay, I have no idea what any of you guys are talking about. Yeah, I honestly think the eVic VTC Mini is the best single battery mod, and you can get a lot of tanks. And the question, 1790, Josh C, is... Oh, wait, different guy, J1790. Excuse me, Josh C just came in, 1081. Hey, man, nice to see you. I'm so sorry. Both of you guys have lowercase gray names with no full name, so it's hard for me to read. Anyway, it's really nice to see you. Oh, you got it because it was a good price. Oh, yeah, then you're fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry. And don't worry about how much money you spent. Honestly, that kit is versatile and long lasting enough. I mean, you could vape it forever and never change, and you'd be fine. Or you could get interested in other stuff. So you're fine, dude. You made a good buy. Nobody's going to criticize you for buying this kit. Who? Who? Everyone owns one. We all bought one. So, and I still like mine. Yeah, James, that's what it is. James is telling me that Skype is updating, and that happened to me too. I was like, "What? What's going on?" So I'm just putting my screwdrivers away. I got my Kanger factory coils here. I was doing a little build on this, working with Thomas Pavlou and Polish Vapes UK on the HohmWrecker challenge last night. And I just want to tell you guys that we're not going to do a lot of live HohmWrecker challenge, screw around, doing stuff because, I'm going to come up with conclusions and I'm going to talk about it. But, some of the things that we say privately and some of the half-formed thoughts we have just aren't appropriate for live TV or live YouTube. And I don't think any of you guys in the audience are dumb enough to make these mistakes. But if I sit here and say what I really think every second of every day live, then people will get the wrong idea and you can take it all out of context. So we're going to be pretty measured with the way we talk about the G2, at least until I come to a conclusion. And then I'm going to say whatever I want then. I mean, I'm saying what I want now. But I just want you guys to know that I'm not going to sit here and say, it works, it doesn't work, it works, it doesn't work. I'm just going to keep testing it, talk about it offline. I'll tell you about it. And but you guys got to be reasonable. I'm reasonable too. And let's see. What PGVG juice should you use in that tank? So he's asking about the sub tank mini that comes with the Kanger kit, and the sub tank mini will run anything, man. It'll come with a 1.2 ohm coil and a nickel coil and a Kanthal coil, I think. And you should. Hey, Thomas Hull, just came in. You should be able to run on the half ohm coil. You should be able to run almost any liquid because it pretty much will wick it. So you can run 9010, whatever. This is 9010 that I have in here now. This is the factory Clapton coil for this, Josh C. And I just had this box. You can buy these, and these are much better than the stock Kanthal coils or whatever, and they sell other kinds too. These aren't like incredible, but they're good. They're better. Yeah, 80/20. I've done 90/10. It's fine. I've never. That's not true. I have put 100% VG in my subtank mini, and it was fine. I did that testing it, but it's whatever. Hey, Jim Oliver. Good morning, Jim Oliver. I don't recognize your name, so welcome, sir. And I just want to say hi to everybody. Everybody who's in chat, thank you for tuning in. Here at Orbital Vaping Headquarters, we love every viewer, every eyeball. And you guys are great. And we appreciate every time you guys come on. I want to tell you guys about a review I saw last night that made me want to buy an atomizer. And I watched it on my phone and then fell asleep. I'm going to look at my liked videos. My history, baby. The Iced Cubed. I was watching Oki Vape Reviews. And hi, Oki Vape Reviews. And I guess I don't actually need this. And it was he was just doing a review of it. It was pretty good, and I appreciated it. And I just want one. I wanted one since the first time I saw one in like October, and because I follow them on Instagram and they post shit instantly. You can see the first looks, and oh my god, I really want one. And Felix likes his, and who doesn't like Watofo? You guys. By the way, Watofo. Watofo has great products, and you may not always want the oldest product Watofo made. Like you may not want an original Freak Show. You might want a new one or whatever. But that's a great company for gear, I think. That's my friend Mike, who's that's my friend Mike, who ordered the avocado. He was on episode 2 of Vaping Dawn to Dusk in my archives, and he went to his vape store. He bought an avocado. The first thing they did was they put a nice build on it. They put a really nice double Clapton build on it. And then one of his coworkers said, "I hope that's not nickel." Now I want to say something about this because this has come up before. Yeah, and I'm going to tell Mike here to watch me live, and I'm going to talk about this. Watch me live. I'm talking about this and you. now. So I just want to say something about this. This has happened before, where somebody went to a vape store and they had them build the Clapton, and then they went out and then someone said, "I hope that's not nickel." And then they came back and asked me, "Oh my God, am I going to die? Something wrong?" Okay, first of all, if you're concerned about that, that's a valid question. But if you're concerned about that, you need to ask the guy at the store while he's building. And it is weird that people say, "Oh, is that nickel?" Like, let me tell you something. If that build were nickel and you tried to fire it on watts at 80 watts or whatever, and it was Clapton's, it would just burn up. It would just go insane. And nickel doesn't fire on wattage. It's incredibly unsafe because of the emissions, but it also doesn't work. It would be a burning, painful, terrible mess immediately, and it's disgusting, and it would be dangerous. So you would know immediately if that were nickel and you tried to fire it on watts. It would just end up, it's disgusting, and it would be horrible. So, oh, hey, J1790 Vapes, watch that video. He's saying that someone said it leaks and he's only been vaping 6 weeks. By the way, congratulations. Keep tuning in. Keep watching, because we're all about supporting new vapors and trying to help people stay off the cigarettes, because I'm proud of you. No cigarettes is the most important thing. If you have trouble, you message me. I'm available on Facebook and Instagram and all kinds of other places. If you really want to talk to me, I'm on Instagram mostly. It's easier to see me there. But check out the video too, and I have like a little thing showing it. I mean, I go all into it, but the leaking isn't too much of an issue for me. But I tell you, if you have leaking problems with this thing, turn it upside down and blow in it with a paper towel here. And then you see some juice came out there. I should have put a paper towel on it. And that usually clears it out. Make sure you turn it upside down. I'm just sending Mike my URL. So when you get coils from your vape store, those guys don't just casually build nickel builds and give it to people who are new vapors or whatever without asking. One, it's expensive to use nickel wire in the kind of quantity it takes to make Claptons. Two, a lot of those guys don't have the skill to make nickel Claptons. And three, you can tell a nickel Clapton by just touching it with your finger. It's so soft. So even nickel Claptons are not like Kanthal ones. Hey, Zach. Good for you. Zach just bought a new plume veil. Was it a plume veil? I forgot. Oh, phenotype. He just bought a new phenotype in a cool color. He sent me an Instagram picture. It's badass. Hey, Zach. Nice to see you. Zach came into the chat, and we welcome him. Hey, there's Ryan Berman. All right. Yeah, Ryan Berman points something out about my rant about nickel Claptons. Probably someone doesn't know the difference between nichrome and nickel. Nichrome is often abbreviated NI or something like that, NICR, but nickel is NI with a lowercase I. So it can be confusing. And if it's nichrome, you're gold, or Kanthal, you're fine. And nickel Claptons can exist. I'm not saying they can't exist. I'm just saying that it would be extremely unusual for somebody to build one casually for someone who bought a tank. You know, usually what they build are basic go-to Clapton builds, and if you don't vape tons, it can be super intimidating and impressive. But the truth is, those are pretty easy to make. They make them in long wires. They wrap them up. They give them to you, and then you're happy. And they're delicious. And so usually they're not. I mean, I've never known someone at a vape store to build a nickel build without asking. And it's not impossible, but don't confuse nickel and nichrome. Don't scare people by saying, "Hey, is that nickel? I hope it's not nickel." I mean, why pick that up randomly? Why do you pick titanium or stainless steel? You know what I mean? Like, don't scare people, guys, especially new vapors. And it's actually, for asked anyone see that video of the mod blowing up in the dude's pocket at the gas station? Fuck yeah, I did, and it was crazy sauce. It just exploded. He had a pocket full of change and a battery in there. And of course, they're going to say that's us, but that guy was stupid. Remember, be safe. And I want to say something about battery safety too. Remember, take care of your batteries. And don't ever use a battery that's not wrapped. That's important. Always make sure your batteries are wrapped, that everything is all good. It's kind of like when you inspect your car or when you're having sex. You know, if you're having sex, don't put your penis inside somebody until you put a condom on it. And it's the same way with the battery. Except the consequence here is death, not pregnancy. Okay. Yeah, did you see that guy take his pants off? I couldn't believe it. And it was sparking all over the place. It was crazy. He was carrying a battery in his pocket open with a wrapper on it with his change and shit. Terrible, terrible. How did I pronounce it? Is it Behrman? I hope I did. I'm trying. I'm actually pretty good with pronunciation and stuff. Anyway, great to see you. Welcome to the show, man. So for you guys just tuning in, this is VapeAM. You vape the fuck up with me. We're in the studio behind the scenes in Orbital Vaping headquarters. Today, the topic is just talk about the G2, talk about my avocado that's coming, talk about the Rage Tank, a few things going on in the industry and stuff this week, and then whatever you guys want to talk about. We're going to call friends on Skype later. We're going to check out stuff that's on sale, even though we've already said a couple of things. There's some great sales going on today. We have a question from Josh in the audience. Quick random question: has anyone tried the brand new milk or strawberry cake pop? So somebody answered that. I'm interested too. Strawberry cake pop especially. Although milk, you know, that could be a good favorite for me if it's good. Juice's Slurp is one of my favorites too. J1790 Vapes. Is it safe to charge the battery in the Kanger mod? Yes, no problem. Pass-through charging, and you can charge while you vape. Don't worry about it. Yeah, no problem. My friend Mike bought one of these. When I told him that you could charge it and vape at the same time, he was like, okay, that's all he cares about. He doesn't like to put anything into a charger. And one of the reasons why he bought a cuboid was that you can charge it with 2 batteries and it balanced charges. When I told him that, he was like, okay, and he bought it. So, good question. So Owen Ginter says he tried the cake pop, and it was a basic cake pop flavor. He was neutral. So, if you want to try it, I guess. That makes me less excited that you weren't excited about it, but I still want to try it. James carries it at his store. In fact, let's call James. Oh, and Chris Cunier. Hello, good morning. And he says it's so easy and cheap to rewrap a battery. That's right. And I want to show you guys. This happens to every fucking person in the world. There are, you know, you have to make sure your battery wraps are in good shape. This is good. I rewrapped this VTC 3 myself. Oh no, I'm sorry. I rewrapped this VTC 5 myself. And no, that is a 3. I stand corrected. I rewrapped it myself and put a sticker on it because it's important. And look at this. This is rewrapped, and look what happened. I have a rewrap, and it's starting to come unwrapped. Oh, come on, focus, fool. It hates me. There we go. I don't know if you can barely see it, but there's a little tiny mar. You see that? That's enough. I'm rewrapping this. I'm not using it. You know why? Because there are little catchies everywhere. There are little things everywhere in these mods that can catch the wrappers on these things. And this is very important. These PTC rings, and in some of them EPTC rings, they're very important. The housing and all this stuff, you must have a wrapper, and the housing and all has to be intact and wrapped all the way around the negative. This corner has to be good, everything. Do not ever put a battery in any mod of any kind, a mech, a regulated one, a brand new one, an old one, ever without a wrapper, ever, under any circumstances. Don't ever do it, ever, ever. Never. And if you see any marks at all, then start asking friends about how to rewrap batteries. And do it before it gets bad. If you see a little mark, go, boom, I get to learn about battery rewraps. You know what it takes? It takes a fucking hair dryer and a plastic tube. And you can put dollars in them and stuff. You can do anything you want. So do not ever put a battery in a mod that needs a new wrapper. Be really critical of bad wraps. And just learn how to rewrap. It's so cheap. And seriously, you can decorate your stuff. Skeletor puts dollars in his. Other people make color printouts and put them in there. You can just put stickers in. Anything you want. They can't be too thick. Anyway, I don't want to go off on that too hard, but battery safety is always a fun topic. But let's do this. So Ryan Behrman says that his sister-in-law just had an issue with her subbox mini kit with a spring-loaded positive for the battery keeps getting stuck in the battery sled. That is a very strange problem. Oh, and look what happened, guys. Look what happened. I stuck this battery in my subbox mini, and the wrapper came off. I wish this would focus. It's so embarrassing. No, you just can't make Logitech do its thing. You have to beg. Please, Logitech, please, please. Doesn't matter. But this one, I just stuck it in the subbox mini kit, and boom, it tore the end of the wrapper. And what that means is that I have to freaking rewrap it. I'll just use the manual focus. See that? That's got to get rewrapped. I can't use that. I'm telling you guys, this is serious. Don't ever not use a wrapper. You could actually die. You could die if you screw this step up. So I'm rewrapping this, and I'm rewrapping this. No big deal. I have a little stack. It happens all the time. I mean, depending on your mods, you can't be too critical of the mods tearing them up sometimes. Now, the expensive mods that are nice, yeah, be critical of those tearing them up. But, you know, mechs and stuff, sometimes you just do it. So Jim Oliver says that his Aromomizer RDTA with stainless steel is his go-to. Yeah, man. In fact, I've got my Aromomizer sitting right over here, and it's wicked with some Canthal to do the tests on the HohmWrecker G2, and it was sort of working. And one of these days, I'm going to switch this to stainless steel vertical inside this thing. That'll be delicious. So that's good. That's good. So someone's making a cool point. Fuzzy Vapor, good morning, Fuzzy Vapor, by the way. I'm happy to see you. I didn't see you before now. Says exactly that. So Zach said something cool. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Let me just repeat what Zach said. Zach said what I believe, and that is that battery safety needs to be issue number 1 for every vapor out of the box. They need to talk about batteries with new vapors immediately. Even if you're buying something with a built-in battery and a LiPo or something you just plug in, they need to talk about batteries. I don't understand how. For me, this journey of vaping was a pretty quick one, or a pretty slow one. I spent 2 years or a year and a half only vaping on, my pens, my SVDs, and just vaping. I never knew anyone else vaped. And then I woke up and realized that YouTube existed last July, and other people vape, and there's people on YouTube doing this stuff, and I learned a bunch. But one thing I knew from the very beginning, from using the pens, is that vaping is all about batteries. Because batteries are what supply the amperage and the voltage, and being able to supply enough volts to press the button and make whatever you've built taste good, that's key. And the number one thing, the thread between all mods, from the pen mods all the way up to the highest end triple series and the DNA 200, is the batteries. The rest is the same. The rest is a 510 connected to a tank and some electronics. The batteries are it. So everyone needs to have battery safety be the first thing they learn. And you don't have to undergo a multi-year science course to understand it. You just have to understand using batteries and battery safety. If you're just using a regulated mod in a kit like this, you don't need to understand Ohm's law, but you need to understand how to manage your batteries. So on VapeAM last week, we did a little thing where we talked about Mooch's post and his tips on battery safety. So go read that, and then maybe go watch that show. And just remember that Zach is right. Everyone needs to learn battery safety first, because you just need to understand how to use, manipulate, what the parameters are, a working knowledge of your batteries, because your batteries are the most dangerous part of your mod and the most important part of your mod. Okay. Yeah, do Instagram, Jay. Jay's saying he's going to post some pics on Instagram when he gets his kit all set up. And yeah, people are just giving him advice about how to manage his battery. If you want, you can get 2 batteries and swap them out. If you want, you can just plug it in and vape. Like if you're at your desk all day, you're okay. But you'll work that out. Hey, there's Kenny Fry. Good morning, by the way. I haven't seen you before. Welcome. And he says, I just rewrapped my batteries yesterday. So that's right. Just get over the learn it. It's fun. Wrapping batteries is actually pretty cool. It's really easy. And guess what? For a couple of bucks, your shop will do it for you. I've done this before. Taken in a stack. I didn't have time. We rewrap these. Yeah. And they did it. So it just takes them a second. Yeah, and Ryman Behrman makes the point that they sell crappy batteries mostly. That's true. Yeah. And Billy Marks points out that we ask questions. So, and you know what? I say this to everybody. If you go into a vape shop and you want to buy something and they don't ask you any questions, you leave. You leave and go to a different vape shop. They have to ask you questions. If they just, if you've established you know what you're doing, if you pull out like a mech and a regulated mod and all kinds of other stuff, I know what I'm doing, and 8 batteries, like they may not. But if you're trying to buy anything and they ask you no questions, then something is wrong. They're just not selling the right thing. Yeah, 225 says that his local vape store is somebody who's just is a cash grab. So I sympathize, and that's cool. You're joining the community too. For those of us who are just joining us, this is VapeAM, where we vape the fuck up here at the studio, and this is the greatest HD vape show on YouTube, right? Hey, no one's disagreeing with me. I love YouTube. I can see stuff and ignore the responses. But yeah, Owen is hating that too. So vape stores that don't ask you questions, are only in it for the cash grab. That's no good. Find a new vape store if you can, or join a community like this and shop online. Um, yeah, and I always advise people the first thing to do in any kind of vaping thing is educate yourself. And before we educate other people, we have to educate ourselves. And so if you need to know something, go find out. If you want to know about battery wraps, Google it or ask someone on the Facebook group. You notice right here, this is friendly. If you go to Facebook groups, we're a cool group and there's no spam, people aren't jerks. One of the things I need to do is if anybody wants to volunteer to be an admin on the Facebook group who's active and can welcome people all the time and just be cool and be like a little mini me on that thing, I need help with that. So mental note, message me there. All right. Oh, there's James. There's James. There he is. Oh, he messaged me forever ago. So I'm going to put James on the horn here, and I'm going to turn off this audio and go to the headset because that's how we Skype in this. That's how we Skype on VapeAM. Got to turn it on, and then let's see. James, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
You can hear me. There you are. You're on, buddy. And let me turn your face on. I don't have your face yet. It's taking a second to load. Oh, the licking friends. Yeah, it's like a little loader.
Awesome.
Maybe turn your camera off and back on. I don't know. Anyway, so good morning, James. How are you doing, buddy?
Morning. I'm okay.
Welcome to
How's
VapeAM.
everybody?
This is episode 6. Isn't that crazy?
Nice.
By the
Episode
way,
6.
yeah, yeah.
Let's see.
I've done 6 of these, and I'm doing them twice a week. Oh, you're instantly back. There you are. Everyone say hi to James. He's making a face. So, if you guys don't know, this is friend of the show, James Reeves, manages Vapors Gardendale. No, not Vapors Gardendale. Another
Yeah.
one.
Well,
Yeah, there you go. Vapors Gardendale in
did
Alabama.
manage.
That's right. It now works in one of the other ones. We're not knocking you down a peg because we love you. So, follow this guy on Instagram. He's Punkman Jr. And, no, he's Punk JR Vapes. Punk JR Vapes, right? That's your new name.
That's it.
And anyway, follow him because he's a really cool guy, and you can see cool, candid vape store manager shit. And oh, look, Flavor Hunter is saying that in Canada, yeah, he's from Canada. Oh, never mind. I didn't need to repeat that. But we love Flavor Hunter. So, James, how are you, buddy? What's going on out there?
I'm good. Still
You got
have
the day
sleep.
off? Yeah,
Yeah, off day. Thank goodness.
good for you. That's great.
Yep.
That's killer.
Six days is a week. 46 hours to 48 hours to 50 hours, however many.
My goodness.
It sucks.
I hope you get triple overtime.
Nope, salary.
Oh, you mean, yeah. That's our way. That's our way. By the way, young people out there, putting you on salary, that's their way to rob you.
Yeah.
No, that's exactly what that is. Anybody that offers to put you on a salary is trying to cheat you. Well, that's not true. You have to have salaries in this world. But remember, ask for more because it's a way employers pay you less. Because they'll be like, oh, can you stay a little extra? And if they do put you on salary, walk out after 40 hours and then make them say, I need you to work more. Because you don't have to.
The one thing that I like about it is I know exactly what I'm bringing home each week.
I know. And also, what am I complaining about? I would love to have a 48-hour-a-week job at a vape store because that's like a labor of love. That's killer.
It is a labor of love, I promise.
And 225RC, you can't use a hairdryer for all re-wraps, but it works for some, and it works for, you can get a heat gun or whatever. James, does your hairdryer work?
It does. The thing about it is you have to put it on high setting to get the heat.
It takes forever.
And then it just blows everything away.
Yeah. So,
because
yeah, exactly. We have one of those we have one of those Clairol ones that has a hot and a high that's separate. And so that's why I use my hairdryer. So anyway, I shouldn't have said that. Don't use a hairdryer, buy a heat gun. You can try a hairdryer, mine works, but I shouldn't have made that sound like it was so de rigueur. Oh, Jim's leaving.
If anybody has a Harbor Freight close to them, you can normally pick up or even online, harborfreight.com, you can pick up one for like anywhere between $8 to $12.
So, and wraps themselves cost about $5 for 200 or something like that. I mean, they're not expensive. They're like 10 or 12 bucks for 200. I mean, they're not even that. They're like not expensive. And you can get clear ones, and like I said, you can put your mom's picture in them or whatever.
I've got, actually, I don't know, you probably won't be able to see it because it is clear.
Yeah.
The clear wrap.
Yeah. Looking good. So that's killer.
I've actually got some batteries wrapped in clear. If I can grab them.
So did you guys see the unusual amount of activity on Tuesday's VapeAM video? I got spammed by somebody who paid someone to come harass my channel. So it's funny.
Nice.
Yeah, there's like, it's really ridiculous. It's like, that has absolutely no effect on anything. It's a funny thing. It's like, you know, these people in this chat, are you guys going to not watch my channel because somebody put 200 dislikes on it? Like, of course not. Of course they are. It's like, these people aren't idiots. So it makes no sense. And it has absolutely no effect on anything. It actually has no metric effect on your channel. You could have all dislikes. It doesn't change your rankings, doesn't change anything. So that's dumb.
Just means somebody just didn't like your video.
Yeah, in fact, things with lots of dislikes are up in the rankings because they are necessarily popular. So likes and dislikes are similar. So $5 for $1 at his local store is what Owen Ginter says battery rewraps cost, and that's a great deal. You take the old wrap off. That's a great question. 225RC is asking, do you put the wrap over the old wrap, or do you take it off? And you
it depends. That all depends. If you want it to be a little bit thicker, then you can leave the old wrap on.
Good tip.
Most of the time, you can actually take a new battery
and put a new wrap over it?
Like so. And then,
clever bastard. I've never done that.
A clear wrap. You can take like your new battery and put a clear wrap over it.
James, you smart fuck. That is a great tip. That is now an official part of Orbital Vaping Headquarters advice lore. To put clear wraps over your batteries.
Slide a clear wrap over the new battery. That way it's double protected. It is going to make it a little bit thicker, so if you're using mic mods, it probably will not fit in your mic mod afterwards. But yeah, you can even actually just rewrap or wrap over a brand new battery and give it a double protection. And if you use the clear, it's going to look exactly the same. And there's another thing, if it's a married battery, write battery 1 for so-and-so mod, put your clear wrap over it, and it's always going to be there. It's never going to come off.
And that's another beauty of rewraps is you can make them whatever you want. So if you have batteries that you use in certain mods, you can put wraps in them that have the thing. That is the best tip, to put a clear wrap over your batteries. And of course, what he said is exactly right, you guys. If you put the wrap over there, it will thicken it up and make it tough to get into some mods. But you might not care. But if you're not going to do that, make sure you take the old wrap off, because if you don't, it probably won't fit in anything. Because a bad wrap, or a wrap that's gone bad, usually has uneven spots where it's lumpier and it's chunked up or whatever. So it probably won't be better unless you take it off. I love that tip with the clear wraps, dude. I've never actually done that with the clear. I mean, it just never occurred to me to do that. I'm gonna try it. I have mods it won't work on, but it's a good idea.
Honestly, I've never done double wraps, just because I just don't need to.
Yeah, it's like
nice,
Vaping for Beginners says the noisy cricket doesn't let you do that.
Right.
And you know what? I'm guessing the cuboid wouldn't too.
Right.
Because the cuboid has small. Yeah, in fact, these wraps from Mixjo and my HohmTech batteries just fit in here perfectly. So there's no way you're going to double wrap these. So just make sure that your cuboid, that they're wrapped when you put them in. Because the inside of the cuboid is all metal, so it all conducts electricity.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, Ryan Behrman says that he actually does get double wrapped in his. I'm looking at mine thinking I couldn't do it, but, I don't think I would do that on the cuboid, though, because the cuboid is so tight already, and, getting them out, you could hurt the battery just being like, bang. But whatever. Yeah, if you know what you're doing, try anything. That's what I say. And, let's all just reiterate what Phil Basardo says, just for everybody for the record. If you think something is unsafe, or you have even the slightest concern about it being unsafe, or you feel danger, don't fucking do it. I don't care if sweet little baby Jesus, 8 pounds, 6 ounces, doesn't have any clothing to his name, wakes up and turns over and says, do this thing, and you feel like it's dangerous, don't do it. No matter what anybody says, if you don't feel like something's safe, don't do it until you find out or you ask. And so I don't care if God himself
tells you something. Not everybody who knows anything speaks from the like. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I'm just reiterating that. Make sure that if you feel like something is unsafe, don't do it. That's what Phil Basardo says about everything, and that's the advice that I follow. And if I feel like something is unsafe, I just don't do it. And then I go ask about it, do it later. You don't do that though, James. You just do it, right?
Yeah, it reminds me of a joke actually.
What is it?
What's the last thing you'll ever hear a redneck say?
Oh my God, I can think of 800 things I've said.
Hey y'all, watch this.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, hold my beer, watch this. Or, another one that I like to say all the time is, look, Ma, no hands. Like, that's funny you say that. Hey, Ryan Behrman's taking off. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming to the show. Don't forget, Saturday we have Vaping Dawn to Dusk with Teddy and Lillian, and then Tuesday and Thursday we'll do more of this. And Wednesday, and maybe even Monday, I'm going to start doing live reviews, just because I can. What do you think about that idea, James? My idea is to just do my reviews live and do them on Mondays and Wednesdays or something, and just take 10 or 20 minutes and get it all over with in the front, and then do Q&A. Like, I really don't want to make them long. I just want to make them live.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that.
That's what a lot of people are actually going to like first looks, live impressions and stuff.
Yeah, I know. That's because we started all the live stuff in October and November. And if we hadn't started that, we started doing Vaping Coast to Coast was our show that was doing live reviews, and we have more of those in the can than anybody else has of any live show.
Yep.
In fact, I have more live shows in the can that are not just weekly whatevers, like actual shows. Then we have 21 episodes of Vaping Dawn to Dusk, and that's an actual show with a topic and guests and everything. It's an interview show. In fact, this is turning into a little network for vaping, and that's what I like. And I'm pretty much almost everything I do these days is live. I'm on 5 or 6 live shows a week.
You're going to have to change the name.
Orbital
Vaping Network.
It'll be Orbital Vaping Headquarters. It can stay headquarters. It can totally stay headquarters. In fact, I need to do that because the Juicy Jones thing is distracting because I have a lot of co-hosts. And we're starting another show, and I'm doing another thing. I started doing this, and we're doing Saturdays. So I probably will have to change the name to something. Don't do 4 foggers, Juicy. Okay. I don't know too much about those guys. I have a huge backlog. I have to do Smiley first, AZ Swag Sauce. Some guys on Instagram sent me one, and I think the Instagram guys, I think I'm actually going to do a blind taste. Like what's her name used to do? Who was it? Abby Vapes? Who did that? They were so great. She used to do blind juice reviews and try to figure out what the profiles were.
I'm not sure who it was. It might have been Abby.
I think it was Abby. I can't remember. Thomas Pavley told me. Anyway, I'm going to try that, and that sounds like a good time, right? And it sounds really great. So Zach Schaefer's taking off soon. Thanks. It is 7 o'clock, so we're at the halfway point of the show. For you guys just tuning in, welcome to VapeAM. This is the show where you get to wake up at Orbital Vaping Headquarters, and every morning I call my friends on the Skype. I talk to people. We clean the studio up. We do builds. We do wicking. We talk about vaping, and I hang out with you. You get to come with me, and then after this is over, I go to work and do all kinds of other stuff and start my vaping life. Juice TV. I wish I could afford that. And oh yeah, thank you 225RC. 225RC, you were such a cool guy. Guys, don't forget to click the like button because it's so easy to forget. I forget. And make sure you subscribe. And if you want email notices of these programs, click on the gear next to the subscribe button and a window will come up and you can click on the button that says send me emails when this guy goes live. And you'll get one. AZ Swag Sauce has new bottle tops? Because these are absolutely terrible. These are the worst bottle tops ever. Do you guys see how much e-liquid is all over this thing? The reason is that the e-liquid comes out of the jar into the lid, and then when it comes back down, it doesn't go back in the bottle. It leaks outside the lid all over it. These are the worst nozzles. So that's good. But I want to say that AZ Swag Sauce is great. And I haven't even done the review yet, James, and I already ordered another bottle of this. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
That's uncommon. This stuff, it tastes like strawberry butter. In fact, I can taste it now because it leaks down the side.
Yeah. I'm seeing it now.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I forget that you can't see me. And then for the audience's edification, you guys don't realize this, but the guys on Skype, they can't see us, and they have a 40-second delay just like you because Skype doesn't allow me to send this. If I send this video back to James, it'll slow everything down. So, So Sean Taft, Fatality Elixirs. Yeah, that sounds interesting. That sounds good. You know what I have here that Skeletor sent me that we're going to do is Vapor King. And I'm super excited about these. They're fully steeped. They've been sitting here a few days. I just have been working and crazy, but I need to sit down and pay attention to these. I've only done a little pank and a couple of the others. I'm super excited about that. I got the whole gem line to do, with the exception of red. I still don't have red. And I need to start inviting Larry to the show. I feel so bad. I always forget to invite Larry and oh my God, I'm forgetting everybody's name because it's like 7 in the morning. Please forgive me. I know everyone's name. I just can't talk. But I keep forgetting to invite them to the show. So I want to do this. I want to do Einstein again because I didn't get. We did Einstein first, and I didn't really get a chance to give it a real shot. And we just did this for that other live show, and I don't know if you guys watch it, but Vapid Minuteman has a show called The Scoop, and on Tuesday I was on there as a guest, and it's a live review show, and we did these Last Stand Vapors, The Bunk, Hobbit Schnapps, and another one called The Bunk, Hobbit Schnapps, and it's so early I can't remember the name. The Hobbit Schnapps one I thought was terrible. I thought it tasted like a wooden crate full of coffee beans a dog peed on in Morocco, sent from India.
Oh, gross.
Like it tasted like horrible. And what it is apple moonshine vape. And so what I got was a red hot, and then that cardboard wood taste. But I mean, it's important to note that everyone else liked it okay, and it was just me. And like it was Robert's favorite, so we're gonna trade. And which is great. I mean, Vapid Minuteman loves that vape. And it's just another thing to underscore for all you guys that everyone's taste is different. The craft of making e-liquids is not subjective, but the result is. The e-liquid itself is subjective, whether you like it or not, whether you want to vape or not. The craft of making e-liquid isn't. You can always improve on that. It can always be improved, and there are certain processes that work for making e-liquid and some that don't. And you can find those out as you go, and there are different ones, and they all have merit. But it's important to know that it's one thing to make e-liquid and to be good at it, and it's another thing whether you like it or not. So any given line, it's very unusual for you to like every single flavor. That's just it's unusual. There's only a couple that I know of like that.
There's only a few liquids that I'll say that are actually horrible. Not because they're not my flavor profile, but because the taste is actually horrible. Most of them are actually good, just not in my flavor.
Because the taste is actually horrible. Okay. What are they? What do you think?
Honestly, I really don't know. I've never actually had a really horrible juice.
I believe that the Hobbit Schnapps was one of them, but that's only me. I do want to say, though, that I did the review for those, and my review, and that's why I want to do it on my channel, too. My review for the Last 10 Vapors is buy, and because they have 27 flavors. That one I didn't like. The other 2 flavors I adore. They're delicious. That was a pun, didn't mean to say that, but the Hobbit Schnapps was not my favorite, but the Bunk was absolutely delicious. The Bunk is a little bit like that flavor from the Schwartz, the honey flavor. It's called Ludicrous Speed. They aren't the same. They don't taste the same, but it's a little bit like that. It's a very mellow, sweet. It's a butterscotch caramel, and it's good. And it's a very, just relaxing. I don't think I could all day vape it at my desk, but I could easily. Yeah, yes, I could actually. It's real good. And I just feel guilty because I lost. I know, right? I feel guilty because I lost one of those bottles, and I can't remember the name of it. But my favorite one was actually the other one. And oh well. By the time I actually get it on film, I will have it in front of me. I'll remember. So, who came in? Cloud Castle. Good morning, man. It's great to see you. Thanks so much. Oh, it's Pain Vapes. That's great. That's my buddy from Instagram. That's absolutely fantastic. He's a new friend of mine from Instagram, and he said he's coming to the channel. And so that's great. Welcome to VapeAM. This is the show where you wake up with me. You're behind the scenes. We have groups. You're already on my Instagram. You know all about it. And we just go shopping, see what's on sale, and talk with friends and stuff. And we're about almost 2/3 of the way through it, so I'm not sure how much time we'll have for shopping. But we got some...
Shopping is fun.
Yeah, let's do that. But I was going to say, I want to introduce someone too. He may not be here, so let me see if my buddy Thomas is on Skype. Because I want to see if he's around. He works and stuff, so you know how it is. Oh, James. Awesome.
Hello.
Killer.
Sorry.
Oh, don't be sorry. It's fine. It's happening to me, too. So I'm trying to add Thomas, but it may or may not work. He works, and so he might be able to come on. Lol. Poor guy.
My hair is lovely.
Poor guy. This is awesome. We got to call the president. We got to call Congress. We can use this to call Casaa and call our congresspeople and stuff.
Hey, that would be a good
You
idea.
have reached the voicemail box of 90853.
Oh my God! Okay. Okay, the reason I did that is that I don't want you to know his whole phone number. I didn't realize I was calling his phone. That's fine. Cool. We'll just change it. Hey, sorry about that. Well, I just wanted to click on stop before it actually recited his phone number. We got the first digits, but that's no big deal. So anyway, just trying to be polite. And by the way, audience, I did warn him I was calling him, so it may seem impromptu, but if you want to be on the show, hook me up on Skype, talk to me here or whatever, and we invite friends in all the time. I talk to friends on Skype every day just for a few minutes, and it's not a big deal. We have fun doing it. Even James, got a camera. I was like, okay, and we do it all the time. And you know what, James? After you got that camera, you look fucking great. Like,
oh, thank you.
You used to look like garbage.
I still have bedhead.
Oh, join the club, buddy. Why do you think I wear a hat half the time? But yeah, you look so much better after you got a camera. And James is like, if you guys want to this is so funny. We go over this for Vaping Dawn to Dusk all the time because we have regular vapors on the show every week. And everyone doesn't know how to set up themselves for broadcast or whatever. But now's probably a good time to do a very quick little, what the hell do you do for broadcasting? And it's kind of fun. If you want to come on live shows, the thing you have to have is a Google account, a Skype account, a browser window on a computer with a webcam, and you have to have a headset with a microphone. The reason is that you need the audio to go through the earphones, and you need the audio from your mouth to go into the mic, and they cannot mix. Because if I don't have a headset on, or James takes his headset off, if he's talking, every time my voice comes out of his speaker, he gets cut off. So what happens is you can't conference. Nobody can talk. Everybody has to be utterly quiet or you can't be heard. So that's important. Also, all you need is light facing you and something that isn't distracting like my shit in the background. Like my shit's way too much. But like James just hung a sheet behind his thing and it looks fantastic with a cool calendar. And that you can do that. Most people do their webcams just up against a wall. But you need bright light in your face. So if you're facing a window, it's good. Bright light. And then a webcam, earphones, Hangout, and Skype. So the Google account is for hangouts.google.com. But that's it. That covers virtually all live shows, Hangouts and Skype and all that. So anybody who wants to do that, if you get that little kit together, which everyone has that these days, thanks to Steve Jobs insisting on putting cameras and everything. I don't see Windows users lining up to thank Steve Jobs for all the things that Microsoft copied from Apple that are great about Windows.
Oh, I do every day.
I know you do, because you're a good boy, James.
If it wasn't for him, I'd still be on my razor phone.
Zach says he likes my beard better than Rip's. But, actually I do too, but Rip dyes his beard. So that's why my beard's cool, because I don't dye it. Yeah. Let's see what people are saying in chat. I want to say everybody, Rye Guy's here. And ain't no hollaback girl. That was funny. And, okay. Josh is still talking about the milk banana and the strawberry cake pop, which is cool. I still want to try that. Oh, I didn't know the milk was banana. Okay, now I'm more interested because Skeletor's going to want to hear about that. Flavor Hunter doesn't like Ruthless Juice. I don't love Ruthless Juice either, but I've only tried one. Cloud Castle says, go subscribe and make a sandwich. But Podcastle, I'll subscribe to you. I'm happy to.
I've got a juice here that is absolutely fantastic if anybody loves banana vapes.
I want to hear about it.
Moo e-liquid banana milk.
Oh, I've heard of Moo. I've been seeing them on
like
internet.
Their whole three. They've got a vanilla almond milk, banana milk, and a strawberry milk.
Sounds really good. Vanilla
they're
almond.
$18 a bottle.
Vanilla
Yes,
almond,
it's a
strawberry,
expensive,
and banana.
But oh my god!
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to contact them on Instagram and ask them to send them to me and put them on the show because I've been looking at those and I'm interested. And I want to tell everybody I see a lot of e-liquid. So does James.
Yes.
James sees a lot of e-liquid. He manages a store. So
we're trying to get that in our store, and I'm actually going to give up 3 different vendors to get that in.
So it's a zero-sum game in your store? Your owner requires you to do that?
No.
That's okay, though. Oh, he doesn't? That's just
It's not. It's just some of it's not selling, and I need the shelf space.
Oh, good. Look, James is a smart manager.
Yep.
He's taking out stuff people don't want, putting in new stuff. And this is cool. And, I wish I lived in Gardendale, only because you're there. I wouldn't want anything else in that town. Oh, except sweet tea. Never mind.
If your local shop doesn't do that, turn around and walk out.
Well, yeah, it's true. But they tend
Unless
to
they do their own juice.
That's what it is. Here, people tend to do that more because Seattle's an expensive place to be. And
Right.
also, we have Artisan Clouds based in here. And so we have a lot of good e-juice that's just sitting around here.
But if you've been going to a shop and you walk in and they have the exact same juice on the shelf for over a year.
Oh, Thomas, you have to head out.
Horrible.
Thomas, I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were in the chat. I was trying to call you on Skype. Anyway, love that guy. We actually met Matt on Skype last night working on the home tech thing, and what a nice guy. And Thomas Pavley's like my new brother from another mother. When he talks, it's like my head is talking, but it's not some irrational, over-enthusiastic, intense jerk. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm like, whoa, that sounds like me if I were reasonable.
Yeah.
That sounds like what I mean, but not what I say. Anyway, we had a good time talking to him. That was fun. And he's going to come on the show. Actually, one of the reasons I wanted to have him on the show is that he's going to come on the show and do a little tiny advocacy segment for me because he just happens to be a guy who follows all. He was like, hey, man, why don't you do advocacy stuff and follow this blog and that blog and this and talk about this? And I was like, okay, then why don't you come on my show? Once a week, once every other week, do a little 10-minute thing. Just say say what's current right now, and then we'll get it over with. Because people tune it out, but it's really important. So
it's very important. A lot of people don't do advocacy just because following advocacy is literally a job in itself.
That's true, and that's why
you can. Like most people on YouTube don't follow advocacy is because it would take up all of the time for YouTube.
That's true, and it's also difficult to find who's talking shit, who's just saying sign a petition, and who's actually an influencer.
Yeah.
So, and I asked him, and he actually knows who to follow. And you know what's funny? He said, well, it'll take me some time to figure out what the news is, just exactly what you're saying. And I said, well, subject number 1 is come on and tell us where to look for news. There's your first segment right there. We'll keep it to 3 minutes or whatever, and then he'll just tell everybody, here's where to look. And then he can come on and give us quick updates because he already knows where to look. And then people can follow along. And I'm with everybody else. I want to keep it less painful. I'm actually glad you brought that up about the advocacy because it underscores the fact that it's not really about the fact that people don't care. It's about the fact that it's a very noisy thing. It's
like I get emails like on Casaa. I would go to Casaa normally every day before I go to bed or sometime in the morning if I have time. I'll look and I live in Alabama. And a lot of the stuff that's going on right now is in other states, and I really can't do anything about it because I don't live in those states, but I know about it.
Yeah, me too. It seems like Jersey and New York have a lot of stuff. Okay, I'm going to take 1 second just to answer an audience question. J1790 is asking another question about his subbox mini kit. He is interested in how tough it is to build on the RBA for this thing and the tips. You're going to be stoked. It's a great place to learn. What do you think, James? 28 or 26?
For which RBA?
Subtank Mini.
Subtank Mini, 26 gauge would be fine.
Yeah, I used 28 for my first
26
time.
or 24. I actually have a video up on how to build a nickel coil on my YouTube channel. You can use Kanthal in the exact same way as nickel. You just do less reps.
Yeah, so J1790, well, he's never built anything before, so we'll rewind and take him back to the beginning. I used 28, but it took a lot of wraps. So get 26. It'll take barely any wraps, like 5 or 6. And watch That's right. And watch Rip Tripper's videos for building. Watch James's videos. Go to James's Punk Junior Vapes video channel. He has a build on there for how to do a nickel wrap on one of these, on a little, it's on a sub tank or some kind of sub tank.
Yeah, it is a sub tank mini.
Watch his video and substitute 26 gauge nickel or 26 gauge Canthal for his nickel, and then get with me and I'll help you with the math to figure out how many wraps. Like, I can't tell you exactly right this second because I'm thinking about other stuff, but we'll help you out for sure. Check us out on Facebook, and then we'll start a conversation. No problem at all. That's cool that you want to build too. Good for you. I support that. That's awesome.
26 gauge 5 wraps on that should be about a 0.6.
There you go. 26 gauge, 5 wraps, and on this thing, on any, let me give you a quick tip that a lot of people don't realize. Atomizers that have the coil in the middle and the posts on opposite sides, where the coil has to go like this and go through, you're adding a half a wrap. Atomizers where, if you turn it around, where the coil comes out of one side and then just wraps, those are full wraps. So when you're counting, you start counting at I don't want to get into this actually because it's going to confuse him, right?
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
It's when you're counting, when you pull the wire out of your thing, you do a wrap, and the first full wrap is the 1. And so when you're looking at the thing, make sure that it comes out and you do a full wrap so that the wires are going the opposite way, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you do another one, you can pull it off and stick it in there, and you can take one out if you need to. So if you do, I always do 2 extra wraps actually and pull one out. That's just me. But I guess I'm just confusing him, aren't I? Because I'm being incoherent. Yeah. I feel like I'm just rambling and I'm not being coherent, but that's a benefit. But I tell you, if you get with us later on, and I'll be more articulate and stuff, and James also can help you and watch this video. We'd be totally happy to help. Oh, and Vape King Brian Hinkle points out that this thing only goes down to 0.3, so he's right about that. So put in 6 wraps, 26, and you'll be fine. It'll fit in there, and you'll actually be pretty stoked at building this thing because it'll help you practice. Yeah, the crown on the Evic Mini is so awesome. Absolutely love it. It's delicious. Yeah, of course, Shay. It's fine. You're so welcome, sir. I forgot what you were talking about, but it was awesome. So we can't get Thomas on the horn. We got you on the horn, which is awesome.
Let's see what's in chat. Yep.
Let's get B-Man on here. I think he's
Brian is absolutely right.
I'm going to surprise him. I wonder if it's ringing. Yeah, the party can't hear you yet. I'm ringing our buddy, B-Man. And maybe he's there. 26 gauge 4 spaced wraps will bring you to 0.5 or 0.6. Yeah, the thing about that, though, Brian, is that spaced wraps are kind of an advanced topic for a newbie. B-Man, did you make it? Did we get you? Oh, I don't think we got him. It's no big deal. I didn't warn him, so it's mean. It's totally fine. I know it's totally mean to not warn somebody and do that. It's like, ooh. But I love all you guys, of course. And I want to thank everybody in chat again. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this video and share them with your friends. Here's what I'm doing. On Saturday, I'm posting the videos on the YouTube channel so that they're already there and they're scheduling. And I'm sending out notices through Facebook and the Facebook groups, which is over here now in the scroller. And if you are on the Facebook group, you'll get an invite to all the events. And I'm still working on exactly the timing of that. The reason why they don't go automatically is just that I'm busy. Somebody messaged me somewhere and I have no idea where. It's pretty humorous. It's like, where? Okay, we're going to call Blaine. See how he's doing. So let's see what's on sale. Do you guys want to do sale time?
That sounds fun.
Sale time! Sale time! I need to create little intros for these bits because they're fun. But I love sale time. So, first of all, my God, Badass Vapor is talking about how much he loves your coils, by the way.
I know.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thank you, sir.
That is awesome. I tell you, if I could enslave James and put him in my closet and force him to make coils all day long, I would do it. It would be cruel, but I've seriously considered it. Because, yeah, they're awesome. And they're beautiful. Just looking at them, you're like, oh, my God.
Can you hear me?
Oh, my God, you sound so sexy. Absolutely
I'm
amazing.
back.
Listen to that. Wow.
That's mostly because I'm talking with real deep and my throat's kind of clogged. And Tim Hortons. Yay.
Oh, I love Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons is fantastic.
If you think you love Tim Hortons,
I love Tim
it's
Hortons.
crap compared in the States compared to Canada.
Yeah, just like our
I
nicotine.
know.
I've tried it in the States because I've gone down. I've been like, oh, do they have Tim Hortons? It's great. You get a little taste of home. And then got what I wanted, spit it back out and going, this is crap. I'm going to Starbucks.
By the way,
But
Dennis
it's-
Reimer points out that Fix e-liquid has a new one coming out in March called Spinabun. Do you guys know Fix with 2 X's? I've never heard of it.
No, I've never heard of them either. But I actually have a really cool juice that I just found.
Oh my God! Please forgive me. Josh C., I totally forgot I owe you DIY, that you won. Oh my God. I'm so glad you mentioned that. Dude, you guys, email me if too much time has gone by, because I forgot. So thank you. Of course I will send your shit to you. Oh my God. Okay, good. All right. Thank you, Josh. In fact, I'm going to write that down to remember. What happened is I have to make more and I have to order an ingredient, so I have to stop screwing around. Okay, I'm so sorry to interrupt you. You're about to talk about that juice.
I just found a juice that it's really actually cool. It's called Blind Pig, and it's actually, the theme of it is prohibition.
Oh, that's fun. That's kind of fun.
So that was kind of neat.
He said deep in his throat, lulls. Owen's funny.
Everything comes deep in
Yeah.
my throat.
That's hilarious. By the way, good morning, Dennis Reimer. I didn't say that, but good morning to you too. Yeah, that's really funny, dude. I watched your review of that blueberry strawberry stuff, Blaine.
Yeah.
By the way, if you guys don't know, Blaine is right here. I'm pointing. He's Flavor Hunter, and James is Punk Junior Vapes. And both of these guys are on YouTube, and you can click on their names. In fact, they'll type something in the chat, and if you hover over their names, you can see their channels and subscribe to them. And they're great. They're awesome. Friends of the show. James is one of my oldest vaping friends, and Blaine is one of our newer friends, and he's just so awesome. I love Blaine. Yeah, something. I'm going to say something. So, what am I doing? Let's get the freaking sales shit out. Am I right? Let's do this.
Yeah.
Let's do this, mother licka. So the first thing, let me see what window I've got. I have no idea. Yeah, that'll work. The Home Tech window.
So I just set up something kind of neat real quick
What is it?
while you're looking. I'll show you.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I just moved my camera and then. So the first thing is that everybody is sold out of the Endura T18s, but MVS has them. So for you guys who are still looking for quitter kits, somebody asked me about this yesterday. I found them on my MVS, and they're only $28. It's $2 cheaper than I paid. What are you saying, James? I'm sorry.
Can
My good
you
sir.
see that?
I can see your lappy.
Set
Yeah,
up a
that's-
separate camera.
It's an Evic VTC Mini. Yeah, now you've got 2
That way.
cameras.
Yeah. That way, if sometime in the future somebody needs to know something about coils or whatever.
I think that is fantastic. We have 2 cameras here in the studio too. I have this one just detached.
And then just go back in. Flip the other one back. Maybe.
The Microsoft camera must be unplugged. But I think that's great. I'm proud of you. That's killer.
There it goes.
Now you're in control of your broadcasting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's killer. That's one of the reasons here at Orbital Vaping headquarters we decided to change out. We ditched through Hangouts to the curb because I'm the only person I know who broadcasts in 1080p every fucking time I go on. And I don't ever broadcast lower if I can avoid it because and we've had some humps too. Like a few of the videos, one of them is kind of a slideshow. Thank God the audio is perfect. Not perfect, but good. But we finally got it adjusted. I switched codecs to a better codec the other day, and so I have much better speed coming out of this thing, and the quality is better. It still isn't the highest quality I want, but that's just because my computer isn't the greatest computer in the world. That's fine with me. The show is good, but we're just trying to up things. We're trying to push the level of quality up because I get tired of looking at crappy, dark shows. I really do, and I absolutely love being able to Skype people and throw it on here and have it broadcast out. It's the greatest. It's really a lot more convenient than Hangouts, I think.
Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad you can get a bunch of windows working, which is fine.
I know, right? I did finally get it working. Part of it was just that I had the broadcast speed up too high, and so my encoder was just doing too much work. So changing encoders and then adjusting that by tweaking it over the last 3 or 4 weeks has been pretty good. So one of the things I wanted to mention was, where did I get my avocado? I got an avocado, and it was cool, but Vapor Joe, I got an email last night. The Cubus, $14, $14.99, $15. And obviously, this retailer paid Vapor Joe to do this ad and slash the price to get a lot of people to come to their site because maybe they're new or whatever. By the way, if you guys don't know, that's how Vapor Joe works. You pay, and then he puts the post up. This is not him just going through like, hey, this is what I found. It's people who pay. It's an advertising site. But this is one of the places you go to get good deals. So this one is $15. And so I bought one. I did. I wanted one of these things anyway to experiment with a little vertical RBA in it. And Yeti Vapes is having a great sale on this, and they're having a sale on flavors and everything too. But I bought this. I got the red one to match my Evic VTC Mini because it came with the Tron tank, which is not that great. So if you guys have ever wanted a Cubus, there you go. I guess you two don't care about the Cubus, but I think it's cool. Or I want to find out if it's cool.
Actually, the new little setup that I actually want to look at is actually from HomeTech, and it's the HomeTech skillet.
Yeah, the home skillet. I've seen that thing when they released it.
It looks pretty cool, just for a little mod for walking around town or whatever.
Yeah, portable, sub-ohm. It
Because
comes
my
with
RX is not that portable.
Not portable at all. I mean, they do move from place to place.
Yeah,
you can't physically move them. But I completely agree with you. By the way, I'm sorry, there's construction going on outside my house, so if you hear guys talking and stuff, that's just people right outside my window redoing all the windows in our condo, the entire building. I totally agree with you. Those things look cool. They're just a cool pen style mod. It isn't. I know that they want it to be a quitter kit, but I need to actually get one and put a 1 ohm coil in it to find out if it's actually suitable for quitting. It's hard to beat the Endura for that. But I want one. They look cool. And I'm the guy that I don't need to sub-ohm chuck clouds all day long everywhere I go. Like, I change the way I vape depending on where I go. And not everyone does that. And those look cool to me. And they come in every color, too.
But like Twisted 420 did a review on them. And those things they chuck clouds still.
I saw that review, too. It was good. It was pretty good. It was actually not a review. It was a first look. But it was
first
basically...
look, but it was a quick glance video, but it still chucked clouds.
Oh, it was a huge cloud thing. That actually made me doubt whether it was good for beginners, even with the 1 ohm coil.
And that's why I kind of was looking at it just for a little at work or whatever device, because it still chucks the clouds. I still be able to get the nice deep long hit and stuff like that.
Okay, so now we're on Vaping Cheap, and it looks like there's a giveaway on here for the coilless atomizer and a bigger box, so that's pretty cool if you want to enter that. I don't actually want either one of those two things, but that's cool. No. And here's their regurgitated content, the best sub-ohm tanks in 2015. This has been up here for months, so I ignore this. This one too. Oh yeah, ignore. Top 10 RDAs under $10. Ignore that. I've read that article. Oh my god. They're like telling you to buy some old shit on there.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a Hexohm Snow Wolf giveaway. It's actually a really good giveaway. A black Hexohm, a rose gold Petri dot mod, and a white Snow Wolf, 200 watts, and an entire line of anonymous e-juice. Wow. Okay, here we go. Cubus tank, $13.99. Wow, it's $1 less than the one from Vapor Joe's. Wow, looks like I went to the wrong place. Oh, but it's from China. There you go. So USA is the one
All
that
the
I got.
difference.
Yeah, but if you want to save $1 and wait a month, go
Yeah.
ahead and do it. It's not often you see these on sale this close to the same price from China and America. So that's cool. Oh, by the way, let me say hi to Chad. I don't want to ignore anybody. Yetis in Pennsylvania. That's an interesting question. Somebody was asking that they wish they would open their damn new store. It's 2 blocks from them. And so pretty soon, that would be cool, actually, because you can order online. They go pick it up. Like, that's really cool. They have a local pickup option on their website, which I was like, fuck yeah, if you were in Seattle, I would totally do this. So, Mitchell Rivera, if you live in California and you're not near a good vape shop, then you just live in an unfortunate part of California because there's billions of them. And, you know, it's just sad. Like, I live in downtown Seattle, and there's only 2 or 3 vape shops within remote walking distance that are great. You have to drive to the rest. So, it's just kind of a weird thing. All right, let's go back to our sale window. Let's not forget our sale. It looks like the micro TFV4 is $20. Now that is good. The micro TFV4 is and the mini are the only ones I'm actually interested in. I don't need a full-time one anymore. But if it comes with, James, does the micro one come with the good RBA deck?
The
Yes.
only one that I have at the store is the Micro 1 kit, and it does not. I don't have just the tank.
The micro TFV4 comes with the micro CLP2 and MTL coil heads. Oh, so I spoke too soon. Oh, and it comes with a single rebuildable Clapton core. Which deck is that?
I don't know.
Okay.
To be honest, I haven't
Yeah, me
seen
either.
just the single tank yet.
The thing about the Smock is that there's certain decks that you want, like the double Clapton core and a couple of the other ones, and you may have to buy a separate deck with these things. But $20 for the starter for that one is pretty good. I would do it. The Vape Sig bigger box, $134.99. I'm not interested in that myself. I mean, a triple series box doesn't need to be that big, period. So, sorry. Or a triple parallel box doesn't have to be that big. They made it big just to be big because they were thinking about BMI. I don't know. I think those boxes look pretty dumb.
Which ones?
The Vape Sig bigger box.
Oh yeah,
It doesn't have to be big.
it's too big.
Yeah, it's too big for no reason. I have big hands, and I still would be annoyed with that thing. The D2 box mod, $35.97. Not a good deal. Not a good deal. Although I must say, it's got the Yeehee chip in it, and everybody loves the Yeehee chip. I don't use my D2 that much. I don't love the chip in it, but that's only because it doesn't do stainless steel protection. That bothers me. Let's see. I'm not like freaking out over these. Oh, here's the K-Fun Mini V3 clone already. So
Really?
Yeah, already $15 2 days ago. I knew it'd be coming out soon. So I'm interested in this because the K-Fun V3 just came out. And this
I'm getting one.
Yeah. I'm very interested because I still mouth to lung vape and I still enjoy it and I still build and stuff. So unlike some people, I didn't mean that tone of voice, not like, unlike some people, I'm not thinking of anybody in particular, but unlike some people, I still vape mouth to lung and direct to lung, and I can't seem to find my Typhoon that's sitting behind me because we didn't finish cleaning up the office for our show.
Yeah, badass vapor, I agree. That bigger box, unless you have like ginormous hands, it's just no.
Yeah, you're
In
going to
my
end up holding it
opinion,
like
is.
this. Like, why?
Like I've got to hold one, and my hands, they're small for a male, and I can barely hold it.
Yeah,
I almost
it's-
need 2 hands just to be able to fucking fire the damn thing.
Here's the Sigelli 213 watt box mod, which says nichrome, nickel, titanium, and canthal. This is ugly to me, but that's okay. It looks like a cuboid gone wrong. And I don't believe that it's 213 watts, but maybe. I mean, no, actually, I mean, we'll see about that. And so There we go. That wasn't that fun. Let's check out what's new on Fast Tech. Although the Cubus and the Tobacco Glasses RDA. I don't know that one. I've never heard of it. It's postless. Have you heard of this, James?
I have not.
It's a postless RDA from Tobacco. I'm not sure what clone it is.
I know Twisted Misses has the new one coming out.
Oh yeah, we need to go look at that. The new Twisted Messes. I've seen it, of course. It's beautiful.
I haven't seen the deck yet. I've seen the box and the top and all of that. But
You've seen more than I have. I've heard of it. I just haven't actually seen any of it yet.
And it says Twisted Misses squared.
Yeah, that's what they're calling it.
I'm hoping it's going to be a cool Twisted Misses postless deck.
That's the Buddha. Yeah, you know what? I don't see the deck. Here's the atomizer.
Yep.
Tons of pictures. Let me see if this is... No, that's not it. That's a Squidude.
Yep. See, now I like that tobacco one. That's actually not bad.
Mm-hmm.
I can see the tobacco one now.
So they're not showing the deck. I wonder why. Maybe
they're not releasing the picture of the deck for a little while.
Yeah. So obviously it's everybody. I mean, honestly, obviously everybody wants to know if they made the little improvements to the deck. I want to know if I can skip buying the 13 Heavens. All they've got to do is make those post holes 4 millimeters or 3.5 millimeters or whatever. All right. Yeah, that's beautiful. And in case anybody, I didn't mention this, but I also ordered. I ordered one of these, the 528 custom, the brand new Goon RDA. Yeah, I ordered the Goon.
What'd
you get?
I traded somebody for this. You might like it. Let me get it off. You can see
Is that
it.
a Griffin?
No.
Is that the new Aspire?
No.
Oh, it's a Monster.
Oh.
Monster V3.
Oh, nice. What do you think about that?
I don't like it.
You don't or do?
At all. No.
Why don't you like it?
It's the airflow on it is if you don't build a vertical coil, it's really, really, really bad turbulent.
Oh, if it's not vertical, it's too turbulent. That's interesting, really?
Yeah. Like I've got a vertical in here right now and it's all packed with cotton.
That's so interesting.
And it's okay. It's vapeable. But
It's
to me
spinny.
for the price, no, not really. I mean,
When you say turbulent, what do you mean? Do you mean it gurgles?
yeah.
Or, okay. Do you think it could be your wicking?
It's the placement of the, because it still has it's a K-Fun style deck, but with a bigger hole, so you can actually.
Let's just tell the viewers when he says K-Fun style deck, what he means
I wish I
is.
could take it apart.
Yeah, it's okay. What he means is that the posts are opposed. You put something in the middle of it, and there's a cap that goes over the top with wicking that comes down the bottom, right?
I'm gonna drain this, and then while you're showing whatever.
Okay.
That is.
Yeah. People throw this around a lot. That's a great thing. Is that K-Fun style deck refers to opposite posts, hole in the middle, coil over it, and a bell cap with a chimney that you stick over it and screw down inside there. Because they innovated that. Just like when people say velocity deck, they're referring to anything that looks like the goal post with holes in it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's the 528 Customs. I ordered the Goon. This thing is insane. It just has flat blocks, and you unscrew these and stick your stuff underneath. And so it's going to be pretty interesting to see what I can put in that. And I've got some coils coming. There's a few nice things.
That's a 528.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and I want a Griffin too. You know, honestly, they don't really make very many products. They only make the Griffin and the Goon, right? Oh, and the Monster, obviously. Duh. Monster. So almost everything they make is good, except I didn't know about this turbulence issue with the V3. My Earl Konigan is a little bit turbulent for me, but it's because the airflow comes in through the bottom, and it's very sloshy inside there. It doesn't come to your mouth, but it sounds that way when you're vaping it. It's annoying. Okay, new arrivals. Let's find out today, baby. Today's February 25th. Let's just check the date. Yep. Tiny batteries. Atomizers. 6 of them. Oh, authentic indestructibles. 1883. So, that's good.
Oh, yeah.
And they're on pre-order. They ship March 11th. So this isn't. I probably should order this, but I don't have the money right now. But I definitely am probably going to. So that's cool. Oh, and look, there's a new Sapor and a new Troll. They just put new finishes on them. So the Troll is coming in copper and white and stainless steel now, and they made a white Sapor, which looks awesome. It looks really good. And of course, I'm a big fan of Sapor myself. Not everybody is, but I like it. And so that's new today. Do you know the new atomizers on Fastech today is good? Nice job, guys. Let's look at.
Here you go, Juicy.
Oh yeah, let's see. Let me blow you up. Oops, shit, I made a mistake. Let me blow you up in a different way in a minute. I need to make a new view that has this blown up. I dreamt about you last night, and I fell out of bed twice. There it is. I blew you up. So that's what he's done. He made a K-Fun deck. You'll notice it has the posts on either side, the holes in the middle, and he put a vertical coil in there, what Rip Trippers calls a chimney coil.
So, which is a pain.
Yeah. And so...
Okay. Cotton gone.
Yay.
So
your focus isn't up yet, but it will be. Yeah, there you go. See?
There's my build.
Looks good.
And this is a K-Fun style deck where you have the post there.
Is that 22, 24, 26?
This is a 28 gauge fuse Clapton in here, actually.
I can't tell from the perspective. Yeah. Oh, it's a fuse Clapton. No wonder it's thick. Okay, good.
It's not working very well, but I'm going to take it out.
Oh, I took the battery out of this. No wonder it doesn't vape.
But this is a K-Fun style deck where your airflow comes through the center. You have the center post block, which is the silver part here. Your negative is this post here. And your juice flow comes in through the sides.
Yep. Thanks so much for taking that apart, dude. That's good. I'm really happy to define that for people because honestly, when I was starting to do this, I had to figure out what K-Fun meant for myself, and I know what the brand is, and everyone drops that term indiscriminately, but sometimes people don't know what it means. Yep. And so I'm slightly disappointed to hear that that's so turbulent. I'm glad that you can put a vertical build in it and it be decent.
Well, the air comes to the center. It comes through these holes, which you got 2 holes, one on each side. And if you notice, the post in the center is you don't see any holes in it. Well, that's because they are on this side of the post and this side of the post. So what that means is the air comes through these little holes on the side, has to go around that center hole and then go through the middle, which gives it that awkward, like really loud sound when you inhale from the air, and it makes it really, really turbulent.
That's the reason why the Crown is so noisy too.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I mean, the Crown is so noisy for the exact same reason. It isn't as turbulent.
The price for these things, because I think they're made in the United States.
I believe
they say they're made in the United States.
I'm not sure.
For the price of that, I would not buy one.
What do they cost? Just for our edification.
$100.
That's too much.
Whoa,
That's way too much. That's way too much for. I mean, $100 for 130 for a Typhoon GT2, no question. Shut up and take my money. If you like mouth to lung vaping, or even
this is all it is basically a modified K-Fun.
Right. Yeah, it looks like it's been cleaned up for the future.
In fact, it looks fantastic.
I know. Yeah, I love the way all the 528 stuff looks.
For all you old school people out there, that little symbol, Thundercats ho, yeah.
Thunder, Thundercats ho.
Which is one of the reasons why I wanted it, because I wanted the Thundercat one.
That's actually perfectly valid. Don't ever let anybody tell you, viewers, that you can't buy something because you think it's cool. You can do that. There's not a goddamn thing in the world. Like some things you only buy because they're cool. Like the Decimus, which Luke calls the Shitimus. But the only reason to buy this is because you think it looks cool or it feels good. It's a shit mod. It works. I'll give you that. Praxis, it works. But you shouldn't have called China to get you the cheapest plastic thing possible.
Exactly.
Cheap shits. But the HohmWrecker is a lot better and costs $30 more. It's a million times better than the fucking Shitimus. And it also just looks cool, So if you like the way stuff looks, buy it. Don't worry. I'll tell you a story about my girlfriend buying a guitar. She was worried about not being cool because she wanted a Jaguar or whatever. And I said, "Hun, shut your eyes and imagine you're on a stage in front of 100,000 people. What are you playing?" And she said, "A guitar." I said, "What is it?" She said, "A Jaguar, like Kurt Cobain." I said, "That's what you got to buy." That's it.
Yep.
That's how you buy guitars when you're on your first guitar. You fantasize about being a guitarist, and that's how you do everything in life. You visualize being what you want, and you become that. That's what'll happen. I visualized live shows, and I didn't know what I was doing. I just started doing it, and now I've got 30 in the can or whatever, and now I'm a broadcaster. So I just wanted to be. If you want something, you just think about it, and then find out and educate yourself. Anyway, I'm rambling on. But the 528 stuff, I'm disappointed to hear that about the Monster. I need to get one of those. Maybe I'll have Jeremy,
I will send you
loan
this
me
one.
his. Oh, are you serious? I would love that. Because I'm so curious. I'm disappointed. But if you do me one small favor, if you don't mind. First of all, thank you, because that's badass. 2, go back to your face cam. 3,
Oh, whoops.
3.
Hey, I don't mind watching him do his thing here.
Right. 3, little favor, put a cool coil in there for me, because I'll change it later, but I still would love one. And if you have coils laying around, you could throw them in there. I'm not saying you have to, but if they're sitting around. But I'm not the best guy. In fact, if you just send me some coils, I might give some of them away too. If you had 2. When I say some, y'all, I'm talking to the audience here. I don't mean 10. I mean, James is my buddy. I have no intention of making James sit there and make 100 fucking coils and send them to me just because I asked him to. That's a jerk move.
Yeah,
It takes
for
time and
slave
effort.
labor. Well, that's his slave labor.
It takes time and effort to make coils, and even though
Yes.
it's easy to make clap-ins, it takes a long time.
But they're worth it.
Yeah. I think 2015 really nailed the fact that anybody can have a Clapton if they want.
Mm-hmm.
And Clapton wire, if you guys in the audience don't know, Clapton wire is a core of wire. It can be multiple cores, but anything that's cores of wires wrapped with other wire like a guitar string. We just umbrella call that Clapton. And that's fine. And then there's a million kinds, and you can look them up. Alien Claptons, Tiger Claptons, whatever. And if you have more than one core, they're called fused. So if you guys have seen that, oh no, they're fused Claptons. All they mean is that there's more than one wire being wrapped. And it could be a lot of different kinds of wire. I have some that are multiple flat wires stacked up side by side, parallel. I have some that are multiple round wires wrapped up. I have some that have round wires on the side, flat wires in the middle, and they're wrapped around. Those are called framed staple wires. So if you guys are confused, at least you know the basics are that Claptons and fused Claptons are the basics. And for God's sake, they're available to anybody. You can buy them pre-coiled in 10 packs, which I have some sitting around. You can buy them by the roll now. Ude makes really good ones. You can pay your friends. And remember, if your friends make Claptons, offer them some fucking money, guys. Don't fucking ask your friends to sit there and make coils for you over and over and over and over, because eventually they will fucking tire of it. Be sensitive and be courteous.
Mm-hmm.
Pay people for what they do. And even if it isn't a lot, just say, can I give you some money? Can I give you any money at all? Can I just do something for you? Can I buy you lunch? Can I give you a soda? Do something for people, because it's nice. It's just rude. When people mail you stuff, if people are mailing you stuff, offer them postage. James, can I pay the postage? I'll do it. I don't mind.
Yep.
No need.
If you tell me what it is, I'll pay it, because it's polite. And I just want to reiterate that, because sometimes I see people just begging for shit. On my Instagram, people message me like, hey, any free mods? I'm like, are you fucking serious? That's your only message to me? Any free mods? Like, I met, what's his name here? I don't want you to say what's his name, but I forgot what your YouTube name is. But I met one guy and he on Instagram, and he messaged me, and I'll give you guys an example of how to make friends or how not to. If you want to message some stranger on Instagram, saying something human and real works. So let me just make sure I've got his name right here. Got his name right. Pain Vapes. So I met him on Instagram, and he just said, hey man, I like your YouTube channel. Good job. Thanks. And I was like, oh, that's really nice. Thanks. How'd you hear of us? And so we started a conversation. And there you go. So now we're buddies, and people that just ask for shit, not friends. Just telling you. not friends.
Yeah.
Hey, there's Heavy Metal Vapor. What's up, Andrew? How are you? I hate to say it, but we have to be off the air within 5 or 10 minutes. My girlfriend has a 9:30 call, or 8:30 call, and I have work and stuff. So we're going to wrap this up in 10 or 15 minutes. It's super nice to see you. And there it is. Heavy Metal Vapor. Mitchell Rivera's been talking. Oh, Jaguars are the shit with the OG humbuckers. Yeah, and in fact, I have a couple of Jaguars. And if you haven't noticed, you see that right there? That is one of our Jaguars disassembled. I bought a brand new one, and before I ever even played it, I just took it all apart, and I'm going to repaint it. It's awesome.
Nice.
But that is so sick. Oh yeah, that is so good. That neck is amazing, and that's a Washburn neck right there. But can you have my headphones? Unfortunately, no. I need these because my other ones are terrible. But one of these days, these are actually really good. By the way, little tip: Astro headsets on Amazon, you can buy refurbs for $100 less than new. That's what these are.
Nice.
And
Okay.
they sell replacement batteries for these. Josh plays a guitar too. That's killer. I don't have my guitar in the studio. Someone reminded me that I need to remember to bring my guitar, and I'll play songs for you guys more. I love it. Oh, and Mitchell Rivera's got his Takamine acoustic. I would keep it too.
You need to get Heavy Metal on one morning and let him play some Leonard Skinner.
Good idea. That's a great idea. We will.
He is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, that's killer. Yeah, Dennis Reimer says he's a rep for 3 juices, and that's all people do is ask for juice all the time. And people have no humility. Like when I have asked manufacturers for stuff. But do you know how I ask for stuff? When I send emails, I say, "Hi, my name's Eli Juicy Jones. You don't know me, and I'm a very, very, very small YouTube creator. I use the word creator, and I have a channel. Here's my shows that I do. Here's our mission on my channel, and I want to try your juice and put it on there. And if the answer is no, that's fine. But just do me a favor and reply back so I don't keep bothering you." And people just have no humility. And if they say you're too small, it's not really worth it, then what I tell them is good. Then I just want to make sure that's good. We emailed each other. Now we have a relationship. And so later on when I'm big, we can talk. And they're fine with that. But be polite. 2016, courtesy. Courtesy. Someone says the video is frozen.
What?
Is it?
It's working for me.
Yeah,
Well,
it's working
snap.
fine for me.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
That's fine. It happens. And I've actually ironed out most of the problems with the video, but we'll see. So, what did we talk about today? We talked about the twisted messes and goon RDAs coming out. We talked about what a K-Fun deck is, which was really cool. We should have talked about that first. That's awesome. We talked about courtesy. We talked about battery safety. Make sure every battery you have, is safe before you put it in a mod. We talked about, really not much. We had a great morning. And I'm going to turn off the shopping window for now. Oh, and we talked about shopping stuff too. Go to Vapor Joe's and Fastech. Fastech has several new Wotofo models. They're not new Wotofo models, but they have several new authentic Wotofo atomizers on sale there. And there's also the K-Fun Mini 3 clone, so that's cool. Sorry, I keep getting messages here. I'm just going to turn this off. Okay. I want to turn off this window, baby. We're through shopping, although I love doing that so much.
The revolver looks cool.
Say again?
So that revolver looks pretty sweet.
Oh, did you? Yeah. Did you see Big Blue's review of that? By chance?
I have it.
He just did a review. He said Barry sent him one like 6 months ago. But anyway, he just did the review, and he was middle. He was like 60-40. It's okay. I would change the cap. He's basically like, I would just put another cap on it. Just different cap. But that's neither here nor there. It looks cool. And it has actually you can turn the top and those little holes become top airflow and you turn it and they close. Yeah, what else is going on? Oh, Dennis Reimer. Yeah, if you want to be part of the show and do that, then that's great. Just send me an email and I'm always open to that. And thank you. That's a great idea. And we have other shows coming up too, and new ideas and stuff going on all the time. And we here at Orbital Vaping Headquarters, we're incredibly concerned about making sure relationships with vendors and stuff are friendly. And I don't want anyone out there to misunderstand that. We say negative things, and we are critical, and we tell people their stuff isn't good enough. But the point is that what we are not is unfriendly, and what we are not is deciding stuff beforehand, and what we're not doing is attacking anybody. So. All vendors are welcome to do this, and we just want to make sure we keep good relations because, it's good for me, it's good for the channel, and it's good for the viewers. Because all I really care about is helping vapors get through the journey of vaping and answer their questions, and do that. So that's the only thing that matters in this channel. And of course, just community. Like, I love connecting with all you guys. I want to thank everybody in chat. James and Lane, thank you guys for coming on the show.
Yeah, no problem. I always love coming on your shows.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah, it's fun. It's totally fun. And James is like a portable juice library, building guru. So I use him as my personal library of information. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anytime.
You're awesome. And thank you for everyone who comes too. And we have all kinds of regulars that came, and I'm not going to even try to name everybody, but we also had new people like I don't see anybody's name on here, and I forgot
like
them
Jay.
all. Steve M. and everybody.
Jay, because he's from Canada too, so I gotta give him a shout out.
Hey, blame Canada. Love it.
Yeah, us Canadians have to stick together in this vape and stuff. Because all of it, at least I have found when I first came in, was a lot of American stuff. So
I'm interested in Canadian juice too.
Well, you know what? If you're interested in Canadian juice, go and check out 12 Monkeys. It's a Canadian juice, but they ship and sell it all over the world. And they have a whole bunch in a whole bunch of different stores all across the United States. And it's a really decent juice. The only problem I find with it is it's a tad too sweet.
Okay. That's
For
cool.
me, anyways.
That's a great tip. Canadians, 12 Monkeys. Me too. I'll give it a shot. So it's morning time. Hey, Thomas Hull. Good morning. And it was a good show. We had a good show Tuesday. We had a good show last time. We're going to have a good show next Tuesday again. And remember that Saturday is Lillian Miles and George Vape and Teddy. George Vape and Teddy is Orbital Vaping Headquarters' first fan.
I'm excited for that show.
So he's awesome.
I love Vaping Teddy.
Yeah, he's great. And it's cool. And Lillian Miles is a local here, a friend of mine from here in town in Seattle, and she works at Beyond Vape and is the person who helped me out with some of my first e-liquids and stuff, and so that's really cool. We're going to have her on to talk to her.
Yeah,
and it's going to be great. Yeah, Mitch K says Edmonton shouting out.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Awesome.
And if you guys want to know anything more about Canadian juice, come to my channel. That's where I review all the Canadian juice I can find.
Yeah, Flavor Hunter. Flavor Hunter.
Flavor Hunter.
I have to say flavor like I say laser. Flavor. Laser. I don't want anyone to ever say laser again without an Australian accent. It's a flavor laser. Laser beams. Okay.
That's right.
Josh C. So everybody in chat, thank you so much. We love all you guys. I didn't get much cleaning done, but we had a great chat. Saw some stuff on sale. James and Blaine from Flavor Hunter, thanks so much. And let's vape and click the stop button so that my girlfriend can have her meeting and not pay me. It's,
all right.
It's a real thing. All right. Thank you.